show, BobbethTV, let's roll. Bob on the mic, the voice of the night, calling every lap under fierce floodlights. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and raw, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. There goes Von Mead, ripping through the bend. Tom Lamb, the Terminator, pushing to the end. John Bennett's drifting, Foxworth's on fire. McLean and Jackson climbing higher and higher. Travis still chasing Poudre, but Chad's on fire. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and raw, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. There goes Von Mead, ripping through the bend. Tom Land, the Terminator, pushing to the end. John Bennett's drifting, Foxworth's on fire. McLean and Jackson climbing higher and higher. Travis still chasing Poudre, but Chad's on fire. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. Steel and speed, the battle is tight. Who will rise in the heat of the night? The finish line's near, we're on the edge. Who's taking the crown? Who's falling off the ledge? Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. So thank you again for tuning in tight. BobbethTV, where we live the fight. The engines may cool, but the legend will grow. Till next time, welcome back to the show. Engines prime, the lights go low. The crowd is roaring, time to go. Thank you for joining, the spotlight's aglow. Welcome to the show, BobbethTV, let's roll. Bob on the mic, the voice of the night, calling every lap under fierce floodlights. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and raw, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. There goes Von Mead, ripping through the bend. Tom Lamb, the Terminator, pushing to the end. John Bennett's drifting, Foxworth's on fire. McLean and Jackson climbing higher and higher. Travis still chasing Poudre, but Chad's on fire. Mud flies, engines scream, white knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and raw, Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. There goes Von Mead, ripping through the bend. Tom Land.
Alright, BobbethTV is alive. You know what that means? We've got another episode of Mud Mule TV coming your way. This is the final one for the racing week for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. And also Championship week next week. So we've already crowned 2 champions of the 5, just due to points leads. So the KP Plumbing European Modified Champion is Kent McLean, and the I believe the Shula Racing Series champion, is Travis McDonald. So as we move on over to the Moto International Limited late models here at Volusia Speedway Park, Barberville, USA, get the times up as there's only about 2 minutes left in practice. Mike Davis, quick time 15.619. Let's just go over the point situation coming in to today's round. 109 points is Travis McDonald, so he can wrap himself up a second championship here tonight with a commanding victory. Is about 16 points ahead of Brian Angel there on 93. So look, mathematically it is possible. Brian Angel could pick up the 10 points, go to 103. Travis could fall outside the top 10. There are 11 drivers registered tonight and not pick up any points, and that could take it through to Charlotte next week, but that is going to be a very, very tough ask. Bilrus in the Twitch chat. Welcome in, Bilrus. Thanks for checking us out, brother. This is my other life, my other thing that I do. Cody McDonald in the chat. How'd you go in your race, brother? Show them how it's done. Who's leading the series in this one? This unknown driver named I'll have to look his name back up. It starts with a T. Travis McDonald. Some guy named Travis McDonald leading this one. 109 points to Brian Angel. No, brother Travis is he's looking to be the champion at the end of this round. I was just saying before, Brian Angel on 93 points. That's 16 points behind. So theoretically, it is possible for Brian to win tonight. Travis to finish outside the top 10, the top 7. And carry this one over to a potential Charlotte round next week for the championship. But McDonald's on top for sure. This man in the chat, Cody McDonald, no stranger to Knuckleheadz iRacing League R3 Racing Championships. Only reason he doesn't race with us is just got too good. iRating Cap, unfortunately, raced him out of the division. But we loved having you on our screens and in the booth, Cody. Great to see you enjoy your continued success, and that your brother Travis is picking up where you left off pretty much. All right, qualifying here for the limited late models, Volusia Speedway Park. Thank you, Motorwear International from Land. I did get my race, got Hard Charger Award, got 5th. That's like 2nd week in a row, or second and twice in 3 weeks, isn't it? Hard Charger? That's always good. If we had Hard Charger in this one, I think Travis would be that as well, because a lot of the time he's starting in the rear of the field because of the points lead, and then finishing up in the top 3, top 5. So it's in the blood. Alan Hunt on our screen there. Josh Robertson's Catalan. Jonathan Foxworth also out. There's Wayne Bridges behind him. And playing got good time so far, 16.108. But that man we were just talking about, Travis McDonald, 16.083. Not quite cracking the 16-second mark, but definitely getting it quicker than the 16.1. Oh, Kent McLean, 16.051. Just pips Travis by about 0.3 of a second. Oh, there's our first sub 16 at a time. It's 15.976 by Brian Angel. Looks like 11 cars have registered. I think it's only 11 cars for today. Yeah, only 11 cars. There are 11 cars. That beautiful head, that beautiful face on that car. Face for race broadcasting. I always love Mike Davis's race driver picture down there in the bottom left corner of our screens. It's just a happy Mike Davis with a plunger stuck to his head. No Chris Standridge tonight. He's out at a concert, I can see, stalking him. Hope he enjoys that and feels stalked on rewatch. All right, let's get on over to Heat 1. Inside line to be decided for our main event race. Thinking wrestling or something. Our main event race here tonight. Kelly McKellen, thank you for the share, brother. Good luck out there tonight. He's in Heat 1. Brian Angel and Travis McDonald, the two main competitors of this championship, front row. Josh Roberts and Alan Hunt will be on that second row. Kelly McKellen and Wayne Bridges on that third and final row. The time's up. There we go. 6 laps, Volusia Speedway Park. Second last round of the limited late models could be the last round before we decide our champion. That is the second last round championship round next week. I wonder what's the time flag on the leaderboard, but here we go. Pace Rock's going to leave the track. We're going to get this one underway. 6 laps. Heat 1. This is the MOTO International Limited late models. Travis McDonald is our points leader, so no matter where he finishes in this heat, he will go to the rear field in the feature. Ironically, joining.
That?
Yeah.
Sorry, Travis.
Oh, you're all right.
I didn't mean to throw that slider. I just slid up.
Oh, I joined the race Discord. I don't know how I did that. I was like, hang on, how am I hearing the boys talking? That is crazy. I don't know how I accidentally clicked that. I was going to see who was going to join Travis at rear field here tonight, and it's actually going to be Brian Angel. So Josh Roberts currently looking like the pole position start. I don't know how I accidentally joined the Discord then. That's really crazy. Freaked me out. I was like, oh, we got driver's chat on tonight. I'm talking on the track, but no. Still Brian Angel, Josh Roberts, Travis McDonald, Kelly McKellen, Alan Hunt, and Wayne Bridges. That is the 6 in this 6-car field, Heat 1. Just 2 laps to go. Right now, Brian Angel will look to win Heat 1. Josh Roberts is going to score the feature start, as Brian Angel and Travis McDonald will have the EOLs in the feature. No EOLs championship week. Doesn't matter where they finish in the feature tonight. Bags. Always the heat races that are quick tonight. The feature race is going to be a long one. Actually, what is the feature race here tonight? We've got a 15-lap Consey and then a 50-lap feature. All right, our results for tonight's Heat 1. Wayne Bridges in 6th, Alan Hunt 5th, Kelly McKellen for Moto Mafia 4th, 3rd Travis McDonald, J&J Motorsports Josh Roberts in 2nd, and the Yoda Outlaws Brian Angel takes out the Heat 1 victory. Kent McLean and Jonathan Foxworth will lead off Heat 2. Mike Davis and Micah Mixter on that second row. Lewis Catalan will be on the 3rd and final row. Off we go and racing. Ken McLean, Jonathan Fox with Mike Davis, Mike Mixter, Lewis Catalan. Oof. Ken, I was about to say they're almost lined up as they started, but Ken McLean started to move up as I had the thought. Looked like Jonathan Foxworth was going to force his hand and stay outside, but let him pass the nose. He's going to come down low in 1 and 2. They will make a move on him. Able to connect. Mike Mixter right there behind him as well, so no real room for error. White flag allowed. Jonathan Foxworth not able to get anything past Ken McLean as we get to our checkered flag. So it's got some real life stuff going on. It's good to deal with. Family, you gotta love it. All right. E2's results. Lewis Catalan in a 5th. Mooting Mafia, Mike Davis 4th. Mikey Mixter finished 3rd. B-Man Bandit Jonathan Foxworth in 2nd. But Band Motorsports Kent McLean will take out, pardon me, the Heat 2 win. Our first of the 2 runs here. Now this will be the 15th lap. B-Man. It is going to be Josh Robertson, Jonathan Foxworth on that front row. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter. So the front row for the feature not sewn up as of yet. It will be the victor of this race, depending on if it's Travis or Brian. Josh Roberts, Jonathan Foxworth front row. Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter second row. Kelly McKellen and Mike Davis on that 3rd row. Alan Hunt and Lewis Catalan on that 4th row. 5th row's Wayne Bridges. Brian Angel and Ken McLean going straight through. So Ken McLean looks like he might have the pole position start actually. I'll have to wait and see. Matt Smith, thank you for the like, appreciate it, over in the Facebook world. Let us know who you're here to see, we'll make sure they get highlighted. Front row technically set by Brian Angel, Kent McLean. Brian Angel will go rear of field. So the winner of this heat should get, or with this Consi, sorry, this B-main, should take the feature start as long as it's not Travis McDonald, in which case we'll go to 3rd place. It's Josh Roberts, Jonathan Foxworth up the front in that battle. Jonathan usually, Josh usually on the high line there, but having to put up with Jonathan up there. Mikey mixed that as well as Travis McDonald and Mike. Mad Dog Davis, I'll spit it out. Back there as well for the top 5. 6 to 9, Lewis Catalan, Kelly McKellen, Wayne Bridges and Alan Hunt. Brett Vanderwood, good luck. Brian, break a leg, make it Travis's so we can't accelerate. No, that's rough, Bob, come on. Brandon, thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate you and everything the Yoda boys bring to the table. Lap 5 at 15, the B-Main Bandit has gotten past Josh Roberts, so has Mikey Mixter. Josh is back to third, Jonathan in the race lead, Mikey Mixter now second. It's Mike Davis and Lewis Catalan fourth and fifth, with Wayne Bridges, Travis McDonald, Alan Hunt, Kelly McKellen, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. End of the share. Get it out there, brother. Get some eyes on these wonderful drivers. Now 32, Lewis Catalan running at 5th, up 3 spots from his starting position of 8th. Single file run here, follow the leader. A couple of guys a little bit off path, so not quite follow the leader. You will be stuck behind a driver if you do that, so you do need to modify the lines a little bit to look at building any sort of run or give yourself a slider line opportunity, things like that. But that high line does seem pretty powerful right now, the 32 making a move on the 99 down low. So it looks like that's Kelly McKellen. Actually, no, it's 92, Wayne Bridges. Battling Alan Hunt. 11 of 15, it's about to be 12 of 15, just 4 laps remain. Still Jonathan Foxworth, our B-Main Bandit. Josh Roberts battling for 1 and 2. Mikey Mixter was Catalan, the Wayne Bridges, the 3rd, 4th and 5th. Mike Davis, Alan Hunt, Trust Bell, Kelly McKellen, 6, 7, 8 and 9th, with just 1.5 laps remaining as they come through 3 and 4 for that second last time. Will Josh have something in store on this last lap for Jonathan, or can Jonathan hold on? It looks like Josh is going to have to contend with Mikey Mixter, in fact, and not have a challenge at Jonathan Foxworth. Jonathan's going to run it through 3 and 4. Picks up the B-Main victory, the B-Main Bandit with the B-Main win. Let's quickly get to our results as they start to grid up for our 50-lap feature race. Some big things in store here tonight. Travis McDonald finished in 9th. Kelly McKellen from MOTO Mafia in 8th. Alan Hunt 7th. MOTO Mafia teammate Mike Davis in 6th. Wayne Bridges finished in our top 5. 4th, Lewis Catalan. Our podium finishes Mikey Mixter in 3rd. J&J Motorsports Josh Roberts in 2nd. But the B-Main Bandit Jonathan Foxworth will pick up the pole position start in our 50-lap feature run with that win. As Brian Angel will be going to the rear of field for this start. So Jonathan Foxworth, Kent McLean front row. Mikey Mixter and Josh Roberts second row. Wayne Bridges and Lewis Catalan will be on that 3rd row. Alan Hunt, Mike Davis 4th row, with Travis McDonald and Kelly McKellen on that 5th row. Brian Angel and Travis McDonald on that 6th and final row. This is it. Brian Angel needs to maximise. Basically needs 10 points difference between him and Travis's finishing order. Needs Travis to finish in 11th, him to finish in 1st, to really minimise next week's championship round effort and to make it a potential battle for that championship. If the gap is anything less than that, you would assume that Travis will take home the Motor International late model title. All right, 50 laps, our second last round of the Motorway International Limited late models. We can potentially crown a champion tonight. We can potentially carry it over to next week. We'll have to wait and see. 50 laps, that's a lot of racing. As Josh Roberts makes a massive slide move across the nose of, I think, Ken McLean and Jonathan Foxworth there, but there's a bit of contact. And Josh Roberts is sent up into that fence. That's going to be our first caution. They're all checking up. I don't see the yellow flag on the system or the telemetry, but we're going to assume that, yes, they are going to call that a yellow. Caution does look like it's officially out. Ken McLean looks like he is our new leader as, a number of guys having to head into the pits. Callum McCullen, Jonathan Foxworth, Lewis Catalan, Josh Roberts. Currently single file. I imagine they'll go double wide once they get ready to get to one to go. As you just tuning in, this is Motor International Limited late models 50 lap feature race. Last of the racing week for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. It's the last race before we get to next week's championship round. For all 5 races, Tim Brown, thank you for the like. We have crowned 2 champions already. The KP Plumbing UMP Modifieds champion is Kent McLean, and the Shula Racing Series champion is Travis McDonald. Now Travis has a chance to pick up another championship here tonight. It's between him and Brian Angel. It is possible they can carry over to next week's championship round. All right, Wayne Bridges, Ken McLean up front row, Mikey Mitchell and Travis McDonald second, Brian Angel and Mike Davis third row, Alan Hunt and Lewis Catalan will be on that 4th row, Josh Roberts, Jonathan Foxworth 5th row, and Callum McCullen on that 6th and final row. McLean, Travis McDonald, Mike Davis off to a great start there. That high line is quick. Guys getting a lot of moisture, a lot of bite, a lot of grip, a lot of speed, a lot of, there's my thesaurus. Get lap 5 of 50 done and dusted. We might not actually, lap 6 has started. Does look like there's a caution. 32 and 29 have crashed. Lewis Catalan, Jonathan Foxworth. Let's have a quick look at that. 32 to 29, there's the 29 there. 42 to 29, got into the wall there. Josh managed to tow, that's why it didn't look like he was involved. And then the 32 just catching them at the tail. Right, going to get this one lined back up and get it back underway. So that's going to be Cam McLean and Travis McDonald on the front row. Mike Davis and Wayne Bridges second. Mikey Mixter and Brian Angel on that third row with Alan Hunt and Kelly McCann on the fourth row. Lewis Catalan and Jonathan Foxworth fifth row. Sixth row with Josh Roberts. Pace truck leaves the track. The boys going to get lap 7 of 50 underway. Still a lot of race yet to come. A lot can still happen. Taking the shortest path around the track there, very low. More accustomed to seeing that from Kent McLean as he throws what looks like might be a slide on. No, he's going to stay down low again. Seems to be a bit quicker through that run. Kent does seem to have it on exit, so I feel like one of these does need to be a slider line just to get the car up in front. He can get back down. Once he's got the car in front, he can go back to that original line. He'll have that gap, but caution out as quickly as we got started. There was Catalan, Johnson Foxworth on the track map again. Michael Mixter and Kelly McCann looks like they're already in the pits. Single file. You gotta wonder whether they might go single file restart just to get it green flag racing. Still single file, lap 9 of 50. One more time around the track potentially. Not potentially at least, because we are going one more time around the track. Yep, double wide, Kevin McLean, Travis McDonald front row, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel second, Mike Davis and Jonathan Foxworth on that third row. It was Catalan and Kelly McCann fourth row, Josh Roberts and Mike Mixter on that fifth row, and Alan Hunt will be on that sixth and final row. Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Jonathan Foxworth. That's the 5 off of the start there. It's very early in the race, 1/5 of the race yet to be ran as we get our 10th lap in. But at this stage, Travis McDonald will secure the MoTo International Limited Late Model Championship with this run. It's not jinxing just yet. Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Jonathan Foxworth behind him. Davis holding on to that top 5 spot. Jonathan Foxworth down low in 4th. Up ahead of them, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Travis McDonald, the race leader. Behind them, Kelly McKellen, Lewis Catalan, Josh Roberts, Ken McLean, Mike Mixer, and Alan Hunt. Green flag run here, 15 and 50 so far. Travis McDonald's got that gap up to about 1 second on Brian Angel. Looks like the 11, Mikey Mixter, has had an issue, popped that one into the pits and has retired. Oh no, I thought retired, I said out for a bit, but no. He's just in the pits, towed it there before the yellow flag came out. We're going to keep this green flag running with 10 cars on track. Guys, firmly in racing mode now. We're starting to spread out. There's still a couple of little battles here and there. We've got one now just behind Lewis Catalan with Jonathan Foxworth and Kelly McKellen. Josh Roberts looks like he's going to be becoming a part of that battle as well based on the telemetry. As is Kate McLean, it seems. Looks like Mikey Mixter rejoining that race. We'll be 5 laps down, but back out on the track. Lap main event for the MoTo International Limited Late Models here at Volusia Speedway Park. There's iRacing League next week. Championship round. 5 races. We've already declared 2 champions. We may declare our 3rd, so it may just be the 2 we need to declare next week. But championship round for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League next week. It's going to be a fun week of bragging rights versus champions. In at 25 to come almost. Oh, 24 in, sorry. 2, 3, 4 on the track map there. Now it's 25 in, Bob. Still 25 yet to come. Just enjoying this racing so far. Lap 28 of 50. Travis McDonald, Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Lewis Catalan in the top 5. Jonathan Foxworth, Kevin McLean, Josh Roberts, Alan Hunt, Mikey Mix to the 6 to 11. As this one continues on. Unfortunately, with the way the points will be distributed, the current finishing order is not going to allow Brian Angel to continue to contest this championship next week. Don't want to wish ill on anyone, but he needs Travis McDonald to crash out of the top 10. He is currently leading this race. Very much a green flag run. I think our last caution went way back on lap like 12 or something. Lap 8. 8. So 9 through to 34. We have had a green flag run. 17, 16, 17 laps remain. Still has that almost 1 second lead over Brian Angel, but Brian Angel having to contend with Wayne Bridges and Lewis Catalan. Sorry, Wayne Bridges and Mike Davis. It's just Wayne at the moment. Track map. Laps remain. 14 now as we're getting to the 37th lap. As I said that, my voice starting to go a bit weird. Wow. I can talk myself. Tim Brown says in chat, Travis is using tyre softener, just saying. Well, there's obviously got to be a trick for the McDonald boys to be able to go hard charger all the time. No. We'll get him into the tech shed after the race. So Brian Angels managed to break that gap down on Travis McDonald to about 3-4 tenths of a second. We will jump up there soon to see the race out, but for now we're just getting on the track map. But even if he steals the victory away from him, which would be monumental, it's not going to help points-wise for that points chase. We're going to get up there now because they are getting pretty close to each other. Brian is making a move officially on Travis, so we're going to watch this one play out. Lap 42 of 50 here. Looking for options. Travis, we have seen tonight that he's been very deadly down low. He's gone down there as for the defence. And yeah, look at that gap. Almost a car length gap as he came out from exiting low. Moisture down there. It looks like the slick's more on entry than exit, so Travis potentially having a lot more options on exit through there. 45 and 50 here. Brian Angel though not giving up just yet. Travis up high this time round, Brian down lower. Travis still has the run. 5 remain. Travis is going to hold on. He's a tough nut to break, that one. But, geez, Brian's putting on a great effort. To go. Oh, you're still not giving up, Brian Angel. As I say, it's not going to help points-wise for the championship battle, but bragging rights massively on the line right here. These two, 1 and 2 in the championship. One thing you can see the championship, if you can take the victory for doing so, that just, you know, it's got to balance it out a little bit. Go Brian, does he have the run? He does have the run out of exit on the white flag lap. Has he just stolen that race lead with the slider line through 1 and 2? He's got the car up in front of Travis's car down the backstretch, blocking it off. He's trying to make it as wide as he possibly can, but they're going to come through 3 and 4. It is going to be a race to the finish line, folks. Who's going to get there first? Brian Angel! What a way to do it! Unlucky Travis will secure the championship. Anthony Carp, I hope you like what you saw there, brother. Thank you for the like. That was one hell of a finish. All right. Results are up. Let's get those out of the way. We get Brian's deets on the screen there as well. All right, in 11th, Mikey Mixter, Alan Hunt 10th, the B-Main Bandit, Jonathan Foxworth in 9th, J&J Motorsports, Josh Roberts in 8th, Kelly McKellen for Modig Mafia 7th, Lewis Catalan in 6th with Ken McLean for Bam Motorsports in 5th. Top 4 is Mike Davis for Modig Mafia with Wayne Bridges 3rd, Travis McDonald 2nd, but will secure the Motor International Limited Late Model Championship with that 2nd place. But tonight, stealing the victory on that last lap, did not give up. Brian Angel, Yoda Outlaws, what a bloody victory. Holy crap. That was a great race. As I say, may not have secured the championship, but bragging rights and one hell of a battle. All right, we'll jump in the booth. We'll wait out Brian Angel. Brett Vanderwood in the chat. Hell yeah, great race, both of you. Yeah, that was definitely the epitome of to the checkered flag. Holy crap. Oh, just a small bit of hydration as Brian Angel joins us in the booth. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
What a race. You and Travis were the big story coming in to tonight. Obviously, him on 119, you on 103. I think 16 points the difference. So basically, if you could get the victory, which you did do, but Travis needed to finish all the way down the other end to sort of carry it on over to give you a snowball's chance next week. That wasn't going to guarantee you a fight. It was going to guarantee you another shot at almost the same sort of thing having to happen, which is so damn rare. But like I was saying on the broadcast, it's one thing to come second in the championship, but if you can take that win on that last lap, geez, that gives you bragging rights, especially coming into the final round. And I thought, not that you'd given up, say, about 3 or 4 to go, but it looked like when Travis went down low, he just obviously looked like a lot of that slick coming in was more on entry to the turns, not exit. So he had a lot more option to get bite down low on those runs. He could come in really low and just power out. I thought there was a few little battles you threw at him, and he did that. And I was like, yeah, no, he's got that locked in. And then it was about 3 to go where I sort of went, okay, yeah, Brian's conceding. He'll take second here. Travis should almost certainly win. And it was almost like you heard it and went, nah, Bob, I've still got a little bit left in me. And that was it. You just started to build, and then got that car up in front of him at that last second to not necessarily slow him down, but just to lock in that race speed advantage. And the rest is history. 1/10 of a second victory really doesn't on paper show exactly how much of a sprint to that finish line. That was with you and Travis, but I know Brent. He was celebrating as well. So, no, awesome victory, man. 50 laps. It was a lot quicker once we got through those few cautions. Lap 8, I think, was the last one. So almost 42, 43 green flag laps. Um, was there any thought, and I don't mean this negatively because you guys all race pretty hard, but was there any thought of, should I race Travis really hard? We kind of need this to happen, sort of thing, to make it to go to next week, or was it just take the race as it come and sort of just deal with it as it was happening?
No, I mean, I just, I knew Travis was leading the points and I was second and Foxworth was third. I was like, okay, if I'm going to try to make a run at Travis, I have to do it in this race. I've got to be in front and he has to be way back. We both come off the back and we just got lucky with the wrecks. Then Kent had something go on, so he had to go to the back. But I really didn't expect to win. I knew Travis was up front, and I was just trying different lines. And I knew I could run him down. I was watching the relative, and I did show him my nose a couple times, and I was like, I'm just going to wait for him to mess up. But no, I really enjoy racing with Travis, and like I told the guys, with 5 to go, somebody said something. I was like, I'm just honored to run second behind Travis. To be able to run up here and run this close to T-Mac. I mean, it's an honor, really, to anybody in this league. These guys are just bad fast.
No, that is definitely something we've all sort of agreed on throughout the interviews and the chats, is that a top 5, top 3 finish in these races is a personal victory. Sort of no matter what you're sort of, I guess, used to coming or expect, sort of put the expectations on yourself, things like that, because the competition is fierce. The last few races we've had 6 to 9 separate winners is sort of the average. And looking through here tonight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different winners in the MotoWare International Limited late models. We've had guys pick up their first league wins in this division as well. This is your second win and back-to-back victories as well. So it's just interesting to see throughout the leaderboard who's been dominant where, and it's not really been any 1 or 2 drivers. Like, you've definitely been here through consistency. As I say, you've picked up 2 wins this season, and both of those in the final 3 rounds of the year. So the rest of yours have been, seconds, thirds, fourth, fifths, things like that. But it's the consistency. It's that top 5 run. Like I say, if you can keep your car in the top 5, top 3, that's a victory. That's kept you in that second place battle for the championship, more so than being someone that's dominated via victories or anything like that.
Yeah. That was really our goal this whole season, was just try to be consistent. The wins will come when they come. Just learn the tracks, learn the car, learn the drivers, and just be consistent.
No, and you've definitely done that. I mean, I've mentioned before, you came in last sort of quarter, last bit of the end of the season, prior season, and I was always curious to see how you guys would do with a full season under your belt, and here we are vying for championships. We've also got, I think it was, Brent, only about 20 or so points back off of you. Chris back there, up there in the top 5. He just had a few sort of late misses that sort of kept him out of that consistent run as well. Now that you've got the sort of the first season under your wings, it's you regulars now. You're part of the furniture. It's let's see how you go in the mix again as the newer guys come in and acclimatise to those. But that's been the thing all season. I think every season we've probably had 1 or 2 guys that have come along and maybe haven't worked out and they've come and gone. But I feel like this season's been the best one in that it's been the one that we've had the most amount of sort of guys joining, returning, or just being available in races, and having some amazing battles, 17 car fields and things like that throughout the season and stuff. For a lot of the competitions, it's just been amazing. So yes, if you could scrape out a top 5, a top 3 in that field, it is a personal victory for sure. But taking bragging rights, beating Travis in this one, where he's locked in the championship. We're still going to have the race next week for the final points. but able to lock in the championship by points. But to get the victory, that's got to be, that's got to be pretty. I don't want to say bittersweet, but it's got to be a what do we want? A cherry on top or a silver lining? What's the nicest way? I think the cherry on top's the best way of putting it.
Yeah, I was honestly the person I was really afraid of during this whole race was Foxworth. I mean,
Yes.
he is fast. He is fast here. I mean, if he gets out front, he is just consistent and smooth. Then we had Kent run up there, and he's the same way. But I was really worried about Foxworth tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he was only 600ths of a second off your quick time, best time 16.46. His 16.52, and then barely a tenth of a second between last laps 17.12 to 17.2. I wish it showed me averages and things like that because he's definitely one of those guys. Took out the B main, took out the Consi here tonight. He's the B main bandit for a reason, and is just a good driver that is probably just a couple of wins away from really getting that monkey off his back. With Dawson Potter wasn't here tonight, but he's won. Chris Standridge, who else? There's a couple of guys that had they been here tonight, probably potentially in with the chase as well. And it's just crazy how it really does come down to I guess just that race that night. It's never really okay. We'll look at this division. Okay, these three people are the ones that are always going to be in the chase. It's not Wayne Bridges. He was in the top three tonight. Mike Davis, Kent McLean's one that's sort of here and there in terms of availability, but was looking quite strong at the start of the battle. So it really is. It really is. It feels bad knowing that you can race for 49 laps, but it comes down to that last lap sometimes, and that can be such a heartbreaking moment. 49 laps of effort for one lap of not necessarily a mistake, but just someone getting the advantage over you. But at the same time, that's what the sport's all about. It's not over till that checkered flag waves, and you don't give up until you see it, and you didn't, and you got the job done. And congratulations, man. It was much like you said to T-Mac, a hell of a run. I was literally going to say the exact same words.
Yeah. He, man, like I said, I mean, I owe a lot of these late models to learning them and learning the tracks to Travis. I mean, he has really helped me a lot. So, I mean, to race with him that close, I mean, again, it was an honor. Then I had Wayne behind me, the Baptist Bullet. I mean, he's all over me, and I mean, and then Mike Davis was behind him. So,
Yep.
I couldn't afford to screw up no more than what I was doing. So,
for some parts, it's kind of sometimes you can sort of rely on them. You can sort of sit and go, excellent. I know, you can see it on the relative. You go, all right, I know that the guys in second and third aren't going to have a good battle on me because they're going to be contending with these guys in fourth and fifth or third and fourth, things like that. And we did see that you had that problem. Travis was able to break away for a while. You had that battle with second and third and having to defend rather than attack. And it's those waves. If you can manage the waves so that, it's sort of, the race is midway, you're defending, you get towards the end of the race, you get back to attacking, not coming into those final few stages of laps and having to defend because, geez, these boys, you all put on a bloody good fight. I always wait till I see who gets the advantage on the lead before I declare who I think was going to win that battle. I'm like the old play-by-play wrestling commentators there. Always pick the favourites. But it's so damn hard. If I commit, I think I gave, I'm not sure who it was. I think Josh Roberts. I got him broadcaster cursed early in the battle, so I try not to do too much.
Yeah, I think he was involved in some wrecks that I don't know whose fault it was, but Josh is another one. I mean that man. I mean he's just fast and everything. Again, everybody in this league, you got Mikey, you got Travis, you got Wayne, you got Alan Hunt, you got Brent, you got Chris, you got Dawson. I mean the whole group. Chad. I mean,
you literally just go insert name here, like it's a template almost.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they come up with this speed sometimes, but it's almost like they flip a switch and they're gone. Yep. So
after your first year, they pass out the hack cheats to the regulars. And but speaking of, Travis McDonald, there has been some accusations of tyre softening. We need to get him into the tech shed. He ran way too hard, way too fast for way too long. But no, in all seriousness, it is like that. You could literally just pick, swing a dead cat. It'll hit a driver, and you could say something similar about that. It's just a testament to the work the admin's doing, the work the drivers do. That entices those other drivers to come in, and then those drivers for being able to acclimatize and just sort of have that same racing ideal and ethics on the track and sort of want to race hard and let's face it, it's dirt racing. We know that there's going to be door-to-door action, there's going to be contact, but it's all in your attitude, all in how you conduct yourself on the track. And I would put you guys up against anyone else out there in terms of good, hard, legitimate racing where you don't give someone the win because they're leading points, but you don't turn your grandmother because you've got to get the checkered flag as well.
Exactly.
No. Well, congratulations yet again. Thank you for the share. Get it out there so everyone can see the broadcast rewatch. But before we let you go, and we've talked about a lot of people, but screw it, we can name them all again. Who cares? Friends, family, and sponsors. There's a lot of people that go behind the scenes to make all this possible. Who do you need to give a shout out for all the success you've earned?
First and foremost, my girlfriend. She lets me do this, supports me doing it. The Yodas, Chris, Mike, Brent, everybody from the Knuckleheadz, from front to back, top to bottom. You, Bob, all the sponsors that we have in this league, and I mean, we couldn't do it without everyone. So.
No, it's just one of those things where all the pieces just fit. It's really good, and I get the biggest rub of it all from it. I get to put you guys out there to the world, and people come to watch me watch you guys. I under no illusion they're here to watch my channel. They're here to see you guys race, and you are the main event of the show. So, big shout out to you guys for everything you do, and as I say, the conduct on the track. I accidentally somehow clicked into the Discord earlier during the race. I wondered why I could hear Josh and a few of you guys talking. And I'm like, wait, have they got race chat on? And are they talking in race chat for a check? And I'm like, no, I've just somehow clicked into the voice chat while looking at the points. But I can confidently do that accidentally and know that no matter what you guys are talking about, it can be broadcast out to the world. It's not going to be, oh, you stupid bastard, that sort of stuff that there's been plenty of leagues where I've had to disable voice chat because you just can't trust what they're going to say to each other. And some people get very passionate. So no, big shout out to you guys for everything you guys do on the track. And like I say, I could confidently just put this screen on, walk away, and know that whatever was put out to the audience, it would be entertaining and challenging. So no, big shout out to you guys for everything. One more week to go. Oh, one more week. I never like wishing the racing away. I do like the rest because this is because of daylight savings. I have 3 different race start times throughout the year. So started the first sort of 5 months of the year. Well, sorry, no, first third of the year, last third of the year, and the first third of the year. It's like my latest start. It's about 11:30 in daylight in the morning. And then on the second, third, or fifth, it's or 5 months. Sorry, it goes all the way back to 9:30. And then when our daylight savings sort of resyncs, it goes back to 10:30. So I am looking forward to these weird starts, a little bit of a break, but only one more week to go. I don't like not having broadcast schedule. I know we'll be back for the new season, but just all you got to do is keep it up for one more week for us, so I can put out one more week of good broadcasts, and then you can get a well-deserved Christmas break, and we'll do it all again next season. But until then, man, thank you so much for putting on a good show. Congratulations. And we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, brother. Bye. All right. That was Brian Angel taking out the victory here tonight for the MOTO International Limited late models. That is going to wrap up our racing week. Next broadcast will be Sunday night US, Monday morning Australia next week. That will be the beginning of the 5 races, 3 days of championship rounds. We've crowned 3 champions, but we'll actually get to meet them and talk to them about their seasons next week after the championship round races. But we've also got 2 more champions to crown. So definitely like, follow, subscribe to BobbethTV on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch to see that all play out. All right, I want to give a big shout out to the like and sharers. Kelly McKellen, Matt Smith, Brett Vanderwood, Tim Brown, Anthony Calf, Connor New, Brian Angel, Mike Davis. Love and appreciate you guys' support. For the chatters, hopefully we've got them all. Brian Angel, Chris Dandridge, Brett Vanwood, Tim Brown, Cody McDonald, Bill Russ is in there. Any of the lurkers, love that you guys come along and watch this, whether it's to support the channel or just to see your family and friends race. We hope to see you again next week for the championship round of racing and final race of the seasons. It's final races of the season is the S was the other word. I've clearly had too much coffee, 2 coffees, and yeah, it's hit me hard. All right, you know the drill. Love yous all, guys and girls. My name's Bob. Boy.